saying that's the rule. Or what she just said. Not
Okay. We are recording in 5,
I was
4,
wondering.
3, 2, 1.
Come and join us, ladies. Hear the latest gossip, news, relationship issues. Talk juicy, slay juicy. Talk juicy.
Good evening, Juicy Dolls, and welcome to all our juicy listeners. This is episode number 51. Okay, that was weak. I thought you was going to come here stronger than
Yeah,
that.
that was not that good.
You didn't know what I was about to do.
Okay, good, do it.
What?
Finish it.
That was it.
Exactly.
How powerful was I supposed to be? It's only 51.
One
I
more
don't know
time.
about that.
Okay, let's do it. We'll do it next time. We'll do it next time. All right, y'all. So in the building, you see we got a new face.
Yes, shining, 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 yeah.
All right. So we're going to start it off with tonight. We have Spotlight in the D.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, and tonight we have the hair sculpting queen herself, Miss Christina, the glam tech queen. All right, in the building. And so I just want to know how, I don't know if you guys follow us, if you follow us on Instagram, you can actually see her page, and her work is very unique and different. It's really pretty. It's like art, actually. Actually do like art piece. It don't look like
It is an art piece.
it is art piece, but it don't look, like how sometimes, because some people will, and I have a question about that, because some people, especially like hair shows, may confuse it when how people like, oh, that look ghetto and stuff, but yours don't look. It look very like couture. That's the kind of word I want to say.
Thank you.
And so, how did you get started from that? You know what I mean?
That
How did you
little
work
girl
up?
from Detroit.
Yeah, how did you grow up?
Are you
too?
original?
I am from East Side.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
48205.
Hey, that's it right there.
Okay.
4205.
Babe.
48205.
Ah,
That's right.
So how did it start? How did you become Miss Glam Tech you are today? Give us the journey.
Well, I've just always been interested in the arts. My mom, even though we lived on the east side of Detroit, she was a single parent, but she also always made sure that we had, front row tickets to like the opera and the theater, and I was always going to museums and art events, so that kind of stuck with me. And so I believe that that's kind of what drove me to hairstyling, because you get the chance to create every day, and then I wanted to start doing things more unique, as you say, because to me it was like, for one, I grew up in that era where everyone was very adventurous with their hair, wearing French rolls and ponytails and things like that.
Yes. Oh, girl.
Your era.
Girl. Them 90s, baby.
Pin curls, sculpted curls,
yes,
pin curls,
sculpted.
ponytail.
So that's how the
Right.
sculpting,
She looking.
that skill
That
set
millennial has
developed.
no idea.
First of all, my mom was almost pushing 70. I know about them hairstyles.
Girl, we used to do all that.
Right. So so that special look on an everyday basis, that
Yeah.
was the norm.
Yeah.
So you kind of had to know how to do that to stay relevant or make money. So that kind of strengthened the skill set, and then just that creative energy led me to do competitions and shows and do editorial shoots and try to get it more polished. So now I'm kind of like segueing into art, really, for real. So I call it hair sculpting, and I'm actually getting ready to do my first exhibition on September 15th at Detroit is the New Black. So,
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
That's awesome.
And it's also Detroit Design Core Month. So they're going to do a panel discussion in her space 2 days later.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and I'll be on the panel.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
I'm really excited about that. Hopefully, we get full support. It's from 3 to 6 on September 15th, which is a Sunday. So you guys come out.
Yeah, definitely.
How do we get tickets?
It's free.
It's free.
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
great.
just showing my art. So this is the first time that I'll be. I can't say the first.
Art gallery.
Yes,
Yeah,
well, it's not a gallery.
Call it
It's a hair gallery.
Call it a living gallery. Call it that. That's it.
Living
You
hair
can have
gallery.
So,
Oh, you just
So
gave
my-
that away, huh?
free.
Yeah, that was so hot. That was so wonderful.
so
A
my
living hair gallery.
No, a living gallery.
Okay,
That's it.
I got you.
Pack it how you want
Okay.
it. You can pack it how you want it.
She
All
said,
right. Like okay.
This ain't your day, is it? It's not your day.
You can pack it how you want it,
Right.
Christina.
This is not your day. Living gallery.
That's it.
That's beautiful. So it's gonna be different. So how it's gonna be set up? So it's gonna be like art, but it's gonna actually be models with different hair sculpting styles.
So that's the thing. I am trying to get away from the narrative that hair has to be on the head in order to be
okay.
displayed in that way. That it can be standalone art on its own.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So that I can make sculptures and hair can be in museums and be in large installations
Yes, Christina.
and not have to be,
On
you know,
someone's head. I
right,
like that.
limited
I love
to
it.
that. We're taking that boundary off.
I like that. I like that.
That's
you.
good.
Now that's actually making it art. That's an
Yeah,
art
because
piece.
there's no
Exactly.
boundaries to
So
art.
that
so
is
yeah.
That's
that
a
is
true-
that
that's a
is
true
the
art
goal
piece.
to get hair sculpting to be recognized and respected as a fine art.
I like that. That is the way to do it.
Black
Thank
girl
you.
magic all over the
I
mic.
like that. I like that. So
Thank
it's like a
you.
true art gallery with hair.
Well, her space is gorgeous. It's a clothing store, but it's gorgeous, and
Yeah.
she has. You have to stop in and see
Yeah.
her, but she has these. It's all black and white in there, and the walls are all white. And she has these cubby holes. As soon as you walk in, someone to fill that space and some wall space.
Oh, that's pretty. That's gonna be nice.
It's very upscale, contemporary,
Yeah.
luxury. So
Yeah.
this is the first time it'll be seen in that light. So hopefully, with more of this, people will commission art for their hair art for their homes and businesses and
Like a piece. This is my piece of Christina. Okay.
yes,
Yes, I like that.
yes,
Yeah.
one of a kind.
Yeah. So how long will it take you to sculpt these different hairstyles?
Well, what's today? I have a month. So I'm gonna make 6 pieces. But it's the first time that I'll be making like large.
So these gonna be
Pieces.
like really dramatic, huge, nice big pieces.
Yeah, well, large. In the past, I've only made pieces to go on the headpiece or on the mannequin. I did venture off into sculpting on a saxophone, so that kind of lit that idea flame. That it should be in a home, or it should be able to. And that's kind of how I made my salon half of a gallery so that I can display my pieces that I have in storage from shows or whatnot.
And your salon
In my
is
salon
located-
space, yes.
Located.
Studio Glamour Hair Sculpting Gallery. It is in Grosse Pointe Park on Kirchville and Alta Road.
Okay.
Open when?
I am open Wednesday through Saturday,
Okay, time.
usually from 9 to 6.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but we can put all her information
We sure
so you can
will.
contact her and make appointments and things. Because you do more than just hair sculpting. You actually are a hair stylist.
I am.
Yeah, so she does it all. It's just a unique talent, that she has. Because every hairstylist can't do this. So typically for one piece, so that's what I'm saying. So one piece it takes a minute to actually.
Yes, it does. It depends, of course, what piece it is, but even smaller pieces that I've done, it can take days or hours, or
Days,
depending on how much time or the detailing and intricacy of it. It varies. I am going to be mindful of it when I'm making these pieces, though, and time myself.
But you have to do 6 pieces.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I like this whole. I like it. It's like taking your. You know what? Just evolving. I don't feel like crying about my life right now, but
She knows herself. She knows what she wants. All that good stuff.
you know when you just made it to a certain level, and you say, you know what? I did it all. Now it's time for me to go. What tool? You're taking things. You're tuning into
Yes,
your talent.
yes. You should always
You know,
evolve. It can
as-
always room for improvement.
Yeah, so it's like when you start tuning in to yourself, it's like now you start thinking unlimited. Like you said, you just think, okay, now I can do this, I can do that.
Limitless.
Yeah, so
With your
that's great that you have a talent. You just tuning in. It's getting finer. So like, what next? Like, so now it's gonna be. Is that your ultimate to have like a gallery, like an art gallery?
Not necessarily. I don't necessarily want an art gallery myself. I would love to, but that's the bigger goal was to have my art in multiple galleries.
I got you.
And
Okay.
in multiple homes.
Yeah, like we have a piece by Christina here.
Right.
Yes,
right,
yes,
right,
to have
right,
my
right,
work, commissioned all over the world.
Right.
Okay.
That's good. You said you said we have one here.
No, she
Well,
was
I'm saying that would be the goal.
I'm
But we're gonna work on having a piece
here.
here
Where?
at Podcast Detroit because it's a very interesting place, and I believe that you guys would benefit from the energy of a hair sculpting piece.
Yes, we would. Every day we'll walk in, look at so that's ours right there.
Yeah, because here
We
and the
on
studio is
fire.
kind of actually the studio do have a little unique pieces here. The studio
It
too.
does.
Yeah,
I lie. I
It would
really
fit.
like it.
It would definitely fit
It
here.
would fit here. Yeah.
It would definitely fit.
Somewhere on that wall.
It would fit. We'd make his own little display. Okay. I mean, so you do hair. So like, how do you fit all that in? Hair sculpting, because you your own like style and hair. How do you fit all of that in? To because it seems like a lot.
Well, I work 4 days a week at the salon, so I have kind of 3 days kind of to myself. So I can
Okay.
sculpt. I teach also. I travel teaching.
Okay.
I travel doing weddings. And then you got to have a little you time. But, during this next, I guess, month and a half, I'll be pretty much, focused on this. That'll be my,
Your main goal. This
Yeah.
thing. This project.
yeah.
That's good.
I
I'm
like
also
it.
going to be in a play, so I have
What play?
Christina's always
busy.
She stay booked.
So,
busy.
yeah, so I'm going to be in a play October 5th, which is 2 days after my birthday.
When? When is your play?
So, it's called You Made Me. I bought some flyers. Andre Andrews is the producer and playwright.
Okay.
And it's going to be at the Northwest Activity Center. I don't know. I didn't audition. I didn't ask for it, but he asked for me to be in it, so I obliged because I have written plays before, and so I kind of want to see how it's going to be on the
So
other
you just
side.
creative. That's just you.
Creative, yes.
You're just
yes,
a creative
yes.
mind. Okay. Okay, we go post
So
this
that's my
again.
acting debut.
So what's your role?
I play Sade.
Who is
Her
she?
name is Sade, and she is kind of like the best friend and what best friends do. I have a guy best friend, and he's kind of city boyish.
Okay.
Okay,
She don't want to give it away. Y'all.
Okay.
She don't want to give it
he's
away.
city boyish,
Okay.
and so I kind of am that big sister, kind of like pull it in, sir.
I got you.
Okay, awesome. And this show is October
The
5th.
5th.
Awesome.
October 5th. Yep, at the
At the-
Northwest
Yeah,
Activity.
in the Paul Robeson Theater.
Paul Robinson. This is. I mean, I like this. Okay, you can put it in there. Girl, I can't hold that.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, well, hey, you don't know what's next. So next year, you know what I mean?
We don't know. We're gonna try a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
That's
just
what you gotta
jumping,
do.
just jumping out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Girl,
heard.
That's what I said. I'm about to start doing.
do
have
it.
to.
Do
I
it.
heard,
Do it.
I was looking at, I like my reality shows. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Okay.
I was looking at Basketball Wives, and Shawnee said something that made a lot of sense. She said, multimillionaires have 7 different strands of income
Oh,
at a
yes.
minimum.
At a minimum.
And so, it just made me think like, okay, we walking around with, this one job where we're trying to make ends meet off of one thing when we got so many talents within us that we can actually utilize to make more money, but we don't know how to tap into those things. We don't have to tap into it. So my question to you, Christina, how did you say you tapped into into your art because your mom was taking you and is giving you the experience of looking at different things. What made you decide that hair art was something you really wanted to do?
I just was good at it.
Okay.
It's not that I, was like, I want to be a hairstylist when I grow up. I just ended up being good at it. And I just started off because my mom would take me to the salon. But I could only get wraps. When wraps came out, you can get your hair flat iron, that's it. So I like, Ma, I want this. Raven Simone had this big curly ponytail and Janet Jackson had these long braids. She was like, no, ma'am, you can get a wrap. And so, or nothing. So I started, me and a girlfriend of mine, we started braiding each other hair. I started off braiding at first.
Okay.
So I'm talking like 8th grade. Started off braiding. And we would go out and people would say, who did your hair, whatever, can you do mine? I'm like, I don't know. How much it costs? I don't know. Let me ask my mom. And she was just, because my grandmother was a hairstylist, I believe. So I think that's why she was willing to let me have strangers come over to the house.
Okay.
Because it was something comfortable for her.
Okay.
And so I started having a clientele. So then she said, okay, when you get in high school, you get into the cosmetology program. So that's what I did at Crockett. And I still, I had a clientele, but I still was like, well, this is just be my backup while I'm in college. And I went to Wayne State for a couple years, and I thought I was done with my prereqs. Initially, I wanted to be an anesthesiologist.
Okay.
Right.
Don't we all? We all have something we start off and end up somewhere else.
Right. Yeah. But it was like, okay, do I really want to go to school forever? And I didn't. I didn't want to be a doctor bad enough to go through all of that. I just wanted to go straight to being an anesthesiologist. And that was just, not what I wanted to do. So then I thought about being a nurse anesthetist, but I have no desire to be a nurse, and you have to be that first. So, and at that time, I was making a nice amount of money to where if I was going to be anything else, I was already making that.
Right.
So I just decided to go fully into that. So I went back and got my instructor's license. I was part of an organization, our professional organization, and they had a college within there.
Cool.
It was the Wolverine State Cosmetology Association.
Okay.
And they had a hair school within their program called the Cosmetology Institute.
I never heard
something
of that.
like that.
You heard of it?
So,
I got a couple family members that's,
it's an old. So this year was the 100th anniversary.
Wow.
Of that national. Yeah, it was the 100th anniversary. So this is it's an old organization. It's the only organization that's recognized by the state board.
Wow.
So all of you know that all of the organizations through Michigan were called like the white organizations were able to use Michigan, but all of the black organizations had to put Wolverine. So that's why you see the Wolverine Bar Association, the Wolverine this association. They're all the black associations.
Wow. I did not know that.
No.
Yeah. So we were the Wolverine State Cosmetology Association.
Huh. Is
Yeah.
that something?
They had a
Wow.
building on Holden Street, actually.
Okay.
But so in that organization, I got a bachelor's in beauty culture. And then,
Didn't know this. Right?
yeah.
Where you been?
I didn't know. Honestly,
So they
I didn't
had
know that you could go
accreditations.
that far with it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so they at that time they had
I've never heard nobody go
Get a
that far.
bachelor's.
yeah,
No, I never
you
heard
can
of
go
that.
up to a doctorate.
And hair
Yes.
I never knew.
Yes,
That's the same as those who does eyelashes and eyebrows and stuff. You have to go to school for that stuff.
Well, I thought
Well,
it
that's
was
not
just a training.
Well,
right?
it is a training, but at that time they had relationships with colleges.
Wow.
so that they don't have that accreditation now, but
But
at that
then-
time they did.
Girl,
That's
I did
awesome.
not know you can be a doctorate.
Hmm.
Did you get your doctorate?
I didn't.
Okay.
I got up to. I had one more year to go to get my master's. I may still. No, I can't do it now because they're not affiliated with the
Right.
colleges anymore.
Right.
But I have a bachelor's
In here,
in
That's
beauty
good.
culture.
what's it called?
Beauty culture. They call it beauty culture.
So,
Science.
girl,
and
this
beauty
is
culture.
new. This is new. Okay, so I never knew. And so, getting your bachelor's in beauty culture, what's like? How's that schooling? You know what I mean? So, like years of you take years of like hair coloring or years of actually business wise, how to start your own.
So
salon?
you take all those classes. So, it's like accelerated though. It's super accelerated.
Girl, I'm about to get my bachelor's.
Oh God. Oh my goodness.
That's why I'm
Oh,
asking.
If you don't, if you
But
don't,
you
I
can't.
do hair.
So
I can't do
now,
hair.
so
if you
now,
don't find yourself a career and stop jumping,
I'm trying.
Talk about her.
so
Child.
what is available?
listeners, please write in to help Nada find a career.
Career.
She has a career, but she needs to narrow it down. She got so much in her head. She get excited over a lot
Girl, I'm
of
about to
different
get my
things.
bachelor's in hair.
Beauty culture.
Beauty culture.
No, you're not. We about to open up a weed shop.
Uh-oh.
We about to start
Oh,
in
Lord.
the cannabis business.
Oh,
we
Lord.
could.
We could do that.
Yeah, I would
I
actually
would.
I don't know. I can't trust you, T.
Oh.
Cleo,
Whoa.
blue, everything come up missing. Like Cleo,
Oh.
Cleo. What is it?
So her job is called tester. There ain't no such thing as a tester.
I'm a
She's a tester.
tester this. I'm a tester of that.
Let me try that first.
But yeah, so you got your bachelor's, and girl, so you know what? That's cool.
Christina, you are black girl magic
for
walking.
real.
I know that's
Thank you.
right.
I mean, so what you do, I see. Once you see something, you want to exceed whatever the top level of it is.
Exactly, yes.
So it's not like, oh, I could do
No, if there's
hair.
a-
I'm just gonna take a coloring course. And no, I want to get my degree in this. Not only if I'm
Yes.
skilled, but I have the highest. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yes.
definitely
I can back what
certified.
I do.
I can back. I got the papers.
Right.
I got the
Yes,
receipts.
because
it
so
shows
many
Hey guys,
people.
I have a
your
question from
work.
someone
It
live
shows in
on
your work.
Facebook.
Yes.
She asked, was it a challenge for you being that you're so experienced?
To do what?
I don't know.
To
What is
pack-
the
to
challenge
pack
you're
it how
talking
she
about,
want it?
Katina? What I don't know what she mean by this
I
question.
don't either.
What you mean?
Was it a challenge for you? I don't know.
to going to school?
I guess going to school, or not going to school, but I guess stepping into doing more artwork with your hair, being that you was already so experienced, was it a challenge for you to kind of leap into that? I'm guessing that's what the question is. So
I guess kind of that's what is pushing me. Like, I always try to challenge myself because I get bored
Okay.
and complacent. So this is a challenge because it's something I've never done. It's something I've never seen anyone else do. So when that happens, you can't really lean on someone,
Right.
for anything. You just kind of got to go with it. So I'm excited about it. I'm a little nervous, but I think that's what you need. Every so often you need a little a push,
Motivation.
So what's your
I
Yeah.
know
so
that's
what,
right.
So what is your
Christina. Lord
motivation? What
mercy.
keeps you going? What keeps you wanting more? What keeps you hungry in this field?
She be bored. And she's so creative. Her mind, when somebody's smart, they mind tick.
You just try to be
No, that means they
impactful.
got ADHD.
You just try to find a way to leave your mark and be impactful. And, like she was saying, most times, in the past, people will say that it's ghetto, or it just hasn't been, hair art just hasn't been shown in as positive a light as it could be.
You know why I think that? Because
Why?
it's African American. And I think if more of the white culture start doing it, it would be displayed as, oh my God.
No, they did not have their degrees. It's all about
No.
they had a degree in beauty culture. I think she covered herself on all ends to be pleasing to anyone. I think.
Well, our measure stick is a lot longer. So she had to, in my eyes, you had to make sure, you had to show that
she dotted her eyes across her teeth. to
I'm
me.
not, I do this, but it's on this level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But still, if the other counterpart would do this, it would be art.
Of course.
You know,
all
it won't be
that.
ghetto.
Of course.
You know, it'll be some unique skill, but I think that's why it gets such a bad. It's plus, well, I say, and plus what they be doing too. Which,
Right, and sometimes we present it in
behavior-
that way.
our behavior
you know, it's
behind
not
it.
it's that,
Yeah.
but it's not all that.
It's how they
So,
package it though.
And they don't
yes.
package it like art.
They don't,
You know,
even though it is.
it's art. It's art. I
Even
wouldn't
they
say
have a
that.
bird
It is.
coming out.
It's
That's
art.
art. Having a bird coming out your head, making a basket. That is straight up art.
And it took hours. And so it's
not.
art.
It's not ghetto, but it's how you package it. It is ghetto.
Like, what did you package your art with?
you
right?
know, if y'all
Saran
coming
wrap
out, yeah, if
or
y'all-
gold leaves.
Girl, not even that. Okay, so I guess the question was it a challenge for you during school, being that you were already experiencing what you do? Was there any challenge for you going to school?
There's always challenge.
No, because I was 10th grade, so I didn't
Okay.
know anything.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I went during high school. So Voltech, the vocational program, starts at 10th grade.
So you graduate high school with your bachelor's in hair?
No, I graduated high school with enough hours to take my state board exam to get my license.
Which was that's good.
Yeah.
Girl.
They still have that program at Bright Off. They've taken it out of every other school, but Bright Off still offers it. And as I was saying, they don't have the bachelor's program anymore, but you can get your associates. I know for sure at OCC because I have mine. If you have a license, that's half of your credits,
Wow.
and you can get.
You
an
hear that, ladies?
associate's.
I'm about to get my
Yes.
my stuff. Girl, I'm about to have all
she
kind. I'm about to have all kind of papers. Ain't got no skill. Can't even press. Girl, I'm have all kind of hair creator. I'm like, girl, you ain't creating nothing but a mess.
Please write in to help this,
So
this
you-
one out here.
So you can get your associates, half of your associates credits, because you need 60, so 30 of them will come from your license, and the other 30. So then you'll have your
You hear that, ladies or
associates
fellas?
in
I hear
salon
it.
management.
I hear it.
Salon management. That's
Wow,
awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I hear it.
You hear
me?
what?
So just trying to bring respect to my industry. That's
Yes, yes.
I like it. I like it. So okay, so
I like what you stand for.
so
Thank
when
you.
you teach, so you actually teach now.
all. Yes, but not at a school.
Okay.
I'm just doing, I guess, continued education or classes and teaching my certain skill set. Most people seek me out for my glam waving techniques.
Yeah, you know that's how I first saw you,
Yeah.
girl. Let me tell you. So I started following you a while ago, and
Okay.
I was looking for some. Well, I don't know why I was on this soft wave kick. Remember, I kept trying to get some soft
Child, you
waves.
still on that stuff. Well, she
I did.
need to set up.
I ain't, you ain't lying. I do need. That's why I'm talking to you out there.
Oh God.
But I was trying to get some soft waves, but I was like, how I'm gonna do it? How I'm gonna do it? And so I went on Instagram, and you popped up. I said, "Dang, this is not just regular soft waves." Because I think it was around prime time, and she had it in the buns, and it was beautiful. But then I saw the actual sculpting pieces.
Yes.
I said, "Wow, this is like some real deal. This ain't no
Thank
just
you.
bump, soft wave, and
Right.
this is the real deal." So
Yeah.
in my mind,
You been set your appointment. Good.
I may have set my appointment. I
All
had a
right,
bun
all
already.
right.
Yeah, she had the soft wave and
Everything. I did, and the sculpted piece when I went out.
All she had was a slide piece of hair to the side.
I did.
In her mind, it was a wave, though. In her mind, it was a wave.
I did. In my mind, I've been there with you, girl. I've been rocking
When
with
I
you.
first talked to Christina at the fundraiser, I'm just like, yo, where's my sister at? This girl is dope. So I'm walking all over her, looking for her. She's like, who? Yeah, she's like, who?
I want to know what fundraiser this is. I was not invited.
The fundraiser.
Okay. You know,
You
the
did.
annual
To the
film, the
Matrix.
annual. The Matrix.
The Matrix
Up on the
Team
roof, and y'all didn't
Services.
invite me on the rooftop?
We get there, literally, our tickets was gotten that day at 5 o'clock.
Quincy
Really?
Jones, I hope you're listening. Quincy Jones, I am calling you out.
Yep, at 5 o'clock, our tickets
You keep
was
forgetting
gotten.
about the third sister in the bunch.
Yeah, anywho, so I talked to her.
don't just go over
This
what
is
I
not
just
about
said.
you right
It is okay.
And that
No,
ticket.
wait a minute. Yes, it is because it's Leo season. Hello, everybody.
That season
Hello,
coming
my
in.
Leos.
What day is it?
It's not ending yet. Oh my God, get over it.
Oh, we just got started. Oh,
It's August 9th.
you a Leo?
I am not.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So moving
My other
along.
Leo is not
Moving
here
along.
today.
Even though
I am a Libra, though. I will say that.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh my God.
so I was speaking to her. She showed me her Instagram. I was like so excited. I was looking for Nada to show her how awesome she was. I was like, she got to be on the show. And she was like, I'm friends with her already. I was like, girl, like
That's old news.
you should see how I looked at her.
like y'all was really friends or something.
That's how she was acting. So I'm looking at her like, you know her? And she was like, we friends on Instagram.
Like she like my stuff though. She don't know nothing about me.
She
I
follow
don't like
all
your
your
stuff,
stuff.
girl. What's your name on here?
She don't know. She might got 2 pictures on there. Don't follow her on Instagram.
No, it was just the podcast Instagram. It ain't even mine.
Oh my God.
Well, I follow Talk Juicy Detroit. now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
So it was funny, but I was just so shocked to see how talented she was. She was looking at me like, calm down. I was trying not to laugh at how she was looking at me. I said, girl, shut up, girl. She was like, I said, girl, high five, girl. That's that black girl magic right there.
Yeah, I mean,
appreciate it.
very talented, very talented. I mean, but again, like I said, you take it to the whole. I can't wait. Since we girls now.
To manifest that bun you was talking about.
Since we,
She will make her a friend. Look at her. Gonna make you a friend.
you know how
Go ahead.
kids be. Since they be somebody to be best
So
friends.
she about to spend the night and stuff.
Since since coming over from the picnic, to barbecue. So anyway, we best friends now. But anyway, I mean, I could see it. I could see, how things is, because how you've been moving since since a child. It
It
seems
was
like.
planted in you to move like this.
So and that's a tell sign to parents as well.
Plant that seed.
When my kids, I see what you like, I see what you're talented in, I'm pouring it into you.
Child.
Right.
I probably pour too much.
I'd be like, hey, trying to put the cup up. Hey, she be pouring. I be grabbing 1 cup. It's too much.
I just want them to succeed, baby.
Gotta do better.
And she only 4 years old looking at you like, huh?
I think that's part of it too. Sometimes
Parenting.
Yeah, that and supporting them outside of she's not gonna go be a doctor,
Right.
But she still can be successful
Right.
in this, and
Exactly.
then me too having that weight of making it more than just a hobby or some people, they don't respect the field. So that's always been my plight, to do as much as I can.
They don't respect it again because they equate hair sculpting with ghetto hair shows.
Even hairstylists, period.
Say it's ghetto.
Yeah, not ghetto, but it's if
not
you
art.
set them next to a doctor, they're gonna be like, "Oh, a doctor and a hairstylist could be making way more than that doctor."
They sure do. I
Put
got
some
you.
know what I'm
respect on
saying?
that.
Well, that's
Some
because
respect on
of
that
you,
field.
and it's
Or
yeah,
the
I can
same
see that.
amount. Like it's the it's the same.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
To me, I think
It's
that
still
being in
health.
the hair industry, it takes so much more patience because you're dealing with all different personalities and all different walks of life, and you're working in somebody's head, and you're trying to create something that person feels good about themselves, and then everybody else who looks at it is admiring your work. And we take that for granted because a woman, me myself, if my hair not done, I don't feel my best. But when I get this hair whipped and I get it done, you can't tell me anything. I feel like a different woman. I feel better. I look different, and my confidence is different.
Yeah.
And so
That's 'cause
it's a
people
lot.
respond to you differently.
Exactly. So it's a lot of work that goes into hair. So I don't understand why people don't respect that field. And it's sad, but truth be told, we are our hair. We try not to be, but a lot of times we are our hair.
Yeah, because you're not gonna go anywhere if your hair isn't done.
Right.
I've been packing how I want with these last. I don't know what y'all talking about. Listen, I used to be attached to my hair like that. I remember calling off school because my hair was really thick and I would have to press it to put a ponytail. Now I'm late because my hair's so I done had pink hair, fades, finger waves.
Yeah, but you're still
braids.
funky right now. You still have a style. You still have color. You have texture. Just because.
Not everybody is a Cleo, darling. No, you can't be funky fresh with your locks
Yeah,
as well.
and that's another thing, that just because you have locks don't mean that you don't need hair maintenance. And also, all the natural hair girls, you can still come
That
to
is
the
a
salon.
lot. There's a lot of hair.
Girl.
I
You
thought
know.
I was going to be twisted out. I did that for 1 week and had tears in my eyes every night.
Because you can still go to the
Yeah.
salon and get your twist out. You
Right.
can still,
right.
you don't
That's
have
true.
to do it at
Right.
home.
I was really
and,
emotional.
You know,
I
I
struggled.
tried too. It was a mess.
It was a lot.
mess.
It was a lot.
It's
trying
too
do
much
it.
work to keep done for me. I can't
Remember-
do it.
Remember, I
Oh God. I forgot all about that.
remember my natural's face.
Yes.
I don't.
And so, remember, I was actually had the straw set. I rolled my hair with all
You
the straws.
sure
You did.
And it took 1,000,000 years. And I had like the tiniest.
Tanya start
goodness.
on the man.
She had a tiny straw.
It was a mess. It took
That's
that
another
lasted,
thing,
that lasted like
though.
6
We're not
months.
taught to have a relationship with our hair.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
That's
even
true.
as a little kid, your mom do your hair and don't touch it.
Right.
Right.
You know what I
right,
mean?
Right.
Uh-huh.
You don't go to the salon, don't mess it up, don't touch it, don't let no one else touch it. So we're not taught to play in our hair, let your hair go free or twist your own hair. You're not taught that.
Yeah.
So
Girl, I think we
a
was
lot
taught
of us
as
don't
the-
have relationships.
to sleep
Right.
good.
Sleep cute, tied up, don't
Sleep
move.
real cute. Just, and neck
we're
hurting
not-
in the morning. You trying to figure out what's going on because you've been sleeping like this all
My dad taught me
night.
how to sleep cool because, he had pump waves
Oh, yeah.
for a long time.
Girl.
Girl.
My uncle, who was just watching, he had
The-
pump
player,
waves.
his hair was
huh?
so long he had to put the back of the ponytail.
Uncle
Okay.
JB, I love you, but you did have them pump waves. Like,
It was all coming down his neck.
forever.
It was like, they waved it down past his shoulder.
Who?
You ain't seen Daddy with the pump waves. It wasn't in the ponytail. He actually pumped it. They waved it down.
Shaw's was a badass
Oh,
shop,
yeah. Y'all
baby.
from Detroit. Shaw's is where you went to get your Jerry curl.
The pump wave.
Jerry
pump
So on the
wave.
east side, they went to
Yeah,
Mr.
on
Hollywood.
Randolph.
Oh, yeah.
sure did.
Oh, yeah.
On Van Dyke.
Yeah. All right, girl. So how we gonna reach? Okay, we're gonna put all your information on our social media. But
Okay.
how everyone can reach you, make appointments, and see your shows, all your stuff that you
I
have
will
going
be
on.
posting everything on Instagram. My page is open, so you don't need Instagram to view it. So it is The Glam Tech, TheGlamTech, or Studio Glamour Salon on Facebook, or Studio Glamour Air Sculpting Gallery in Grosse Pointe. The number is 586-872-2272.
All right.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Right.
All right. So moving along, y'all. I just want
Age
to.
ain't nothing but a number.
Uh-oh.
No, ain't nothing but
I don't know where that fit in at.
Oh, my God, you got to find out.
She just put it on in there.
This our segue. She getting our ready for our news.
Age ain't nothing but a
Go ahead, T. She
number.
messed
Really?
me up. Do it again.
No, ain't nothing but a thing.
All right.
Follow the news you'll learn.
Yeah, so age ain't nothing but a number. All right, y'all. So if y'all ain't seen, Diddy was spotted hanging out with Lori Harvey and Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey out in Italy. Lori Harvey is Steve Harvey's stepdaughter. And she actually used to date Diddy's son, Justin. Lori is 22. Now, the rumors is, everyone kind of questioned Diddy about, him being spotted numerous times in New York and now on a family trip in Italy. Very cozy, very matchy outfits. Like, they even wore matchy outfits, spotted a couple of times wearing matchy outfits, hugging and laughing on each other. They never or haven't confirmed yet. But everyone says, if it looked like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck. That's kind of simple. Like, why would you be hugged up on somebody like this? But it's so many questions and so many, like, why would you do this on Diddy's part? I mean, I get it, men with money, men, period. If they can get away with it, will love a younger woman, for the most of them, not all. But the fact that Diddy is dating, allegedly, his son's ex-girlfriend. It's like he passed the bro code. It's like
Yeah.
that's more than a bro code.
That's
like
further than that. That's his son.
that's deeper than a bro code. Like he broke it in all kind of levels on this part. Like, because he have so many options. So many. Why her?
But do he got so many options?
It's
What is he
Diddy.
doing to these, like, can he mentally manipulate these? Like, what do
Well,
he, you know what I'm saying? Like,
most men
what's
like
wrong
a younger,
with him that he hasn't snatched nobody since J-Lo, right?
that of his
Case-
age.
You know, Cassie was young too when he, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Of his age group.
So he likes to he was probably really overbearing, controlling. You know, J-Lo was probably really
But his
snappy.
children's mother, she was kind of close to his age as well. Kim Porter.
When?
Yeah, in the beginning. That was like in the 90s.
That was the 90s.
They was
You know,
actually
when
a
he
couple.
No,
When
Jay was
2000,
in
2000.
the thousands too.
When
They
early
got twins.
2000.
Their twins are not
the
that
money,
old.
but the money wasn't as
Well, that
long
was a
as it was.
reconciliation.
Right.
True.
And that was
Babies.
in the early
True.
2000, but they got together. They was out as a couple.
That was it
Obviously,
with the
he's not a
same
man
age.
he's not a man to settle down, obviously.
But still, it's the fact,
just
like,
not.
why date your son's
'Cause he can.
daughter? Even if you can get away with
Daughter?
something. I mean, your son's girlfriend. Why do that? You know what I'm saying? Why?
Hey.
One, because they probably already was messing around when she was coming to the house. You know,
Or, hey, how about this? Maybe she was never with Justin.
Right. I wonder
Maybe that was just a
how does
cover-up.
he feel? You know what I'm saying?
Because
If
she
it
was younger.
They played it up, but
So
that's
was it
always been his
That probably
was it like a
always his
teenage
woman.
relationship back then?
Maybe she was a teenager. He didn't want to come out with her, so his son fronted it.
What? No, maybe
That
it was
could be
just
it. I
that
don't
could
know.
be it. But maybe he
Seriously.
was dating her as a teenager, and because she didn't look the way she looks now. We evolve as we get older, and as a teenager, she probably was going through her little phases of life, and then now she, blossomed to a beautiful woman, and so now it's like, oh, he's looking at her differently than opposed to looking at her as a teenager.
No, I think he was dating her as a teenager.
I don't think he was dating her as a teenager. I
Child,
don't see that.
Child, we'll never know.
Because it's weird to me. I think it's weird, like I say, because
He ain't even got to pull that move.
because
At
a
this
man,
point,
because even
like,
as
let it go,
Diddy,
brother.
49, 50, and she's 22. I mean, the conversation levels. I don't care how mature she is. It's still like how we could talk about things that happened in the 90s. It's just like the references aren't the same.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. They're not looking at the fact of how we can have a conversation. A lot of times things actually happen based on the fact that I can't control this.
He's just
And so when you have someone
I don't get
that's
it. I don't
younger
understand
than
it. It's
you-
weird.
Especially like 20 years younger than you.
It's a sprinkle of R. Kelly to me.
Sprinkle.
Okay.
It's R. But he just do it in a way where
It's not no sprinkle.
it's like it's like he's not doing it where it's like underage girl. He's saying at least they're legal. That's how he's doing it. But no, Cassidy was not. How old was Cassidy when he met her?
She was legal, but my thing
was
is
legal.
is
She was
that
legal.
Yeah.
that's like with the R. Kelly thing, right? Like, if the biggest thing is that they were not 18, I don't think that's the biggest thing for me. I think it was the abuse to women because I feel like, and I don't have to feel it because it's proven that the
what he
girls
did.
that were older, they made the same decision.
Right.
So I don't think that that at 18, 17, 16, you know what you're doing.
Exactly. You know exactly what you're
15,
doing.
13, you know what you're doing.
I mean, I just put it like this. If R. Kelly came to me and I was 15, y'all know how I feel about the Kells. If he came to me, I'm going with it.
We wouldn't have been. You won't be here now. You still been there, damn.
I'll still be
We've
there.
been looking at you for TMZ.
I mean,
hey,
it's when everybody know what he
Oh,
did.
y'all didn't leave R. Kelly alone.
That's what I'm saying.
She doing this shit like
Everybody know what he do, what he's capable of, and everybody said, and they still like, hey,
from the window.
lock me up.
Right, I'm
You
with
know
it.
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's more of a status.
Yeah.
Like, how bad was your life that you didn't want to go back home? I don't know.
I don't know, but still,
I agree.
this woman is a millionaire. Well, her parents are millionaires.
Well, her mama is a thug in these streets. She did a drug lord, so maybe she coaching her daughter like, "Hey, that's a lick."
He a mogul.
you know, her mama. Her mother.
And he
dated
just
drug-
trying to
she-
top Cassie.
Yeah.
but still, but okay, if the story is legit that actually was his son's ex, why? That's the question.
because she packed it how you need.
But we can't answer that until he says this is what it is.
He's never going to say that's what it is. He has young children.
That don't mean
young
anything.
girls.
If he's dating her and he's calling this to be serious, he's going to respond.
He has to respond.
He's going to respond. It's just
Maybe
when.
he's going to say she comforted him.
What he gonna say? She
Well,
old
no,
enough.
because he was
What
with
can he
Cassidy at
say?
that time when Kim Porter passed away. What does she comforted him in? And what? Because that was just not that long ago when he was with her. So
It's weird.
What's going on
I don't
now?
care. It's just weird. Like I say, this ain't nothing new. Men, even women now, especially of particular status. I don't think nothing wrong with it because a lot of women like
Because
younger
Keisha
men.
Cole, baby daddy.
Yeah, he look like
he's
he
a
just
young
got out of high school,
He looked like she just went to prom with him.
didn't she?
Well, she loves him and she's, all of that of pregnant. She should be delivering really soon, shouldn't she?
You know what I could say? Because even Black China, all them, they like them 18-year-old boys.
But a lot of people do. But see, you have to understand when you're dating someone younger than you, a lot of times it's a lot to do with control. It's not always about the fact that because if I get someone younger than me, I know for a fact that I can kind of work with
I
the
bet he can
mind.
wash dishes
I can kind of
real
move
good.
them exactly.
He cleaned up her
I don't
chicken.
know.
kitchen.
It's some.
I don't know, but a lot of times,
He got a lot of energy.
especially with men. With men, and I'm sorry, men, and you may get mad at me, but the truth is, men like to have a certain amount of control. So if I date a woman
yeah,
that's
definitely.
younger than me,
Get it.
I can control her, and then also too, they
if he
also
got
believe
money, he can control you. It's not about
You don't
that.
even have to
He
have
wants
money.
Beauty.
He wants beauty,
They
but he
want
also
a young girl.
But they also want a young girl because they feel the sex is different. Because
Yeah,
she's going to
that's
throw it
mostly
out
what
there.
it's
She's
about.
going to do a lot more than what an older woman would do, which is not true. Because an older woman can teach you a lot. But a lot of times, it's the fact that I can coach this young girl into doing all these things that maybe this other woman won't do.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Control.
sometimes it's about control.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, because I met a lot of
I think
I met some
it's
50-year-olds.
it's
I'm like, you
purely-
did what? That's
I
a fruit
think it's
salad.
pure-
You don't go there.
It's purely sexual.
You think
It's
it's just
always
sex,
sex.
And yeah, I don't. Because some older
But
women
sex
have
and
much
control
more
go hand in hand.
expensive.
Sex and control go hand in hand. If I can control your mind, I can get you to do whatever I need you to do in this bedroom.
That's true.
I can show you some things that make you think that I'm doing the damn thing when he's horrible in bed and no one else
I don't
appreciates
think
the
the
shit.
age has much to do with that, though.
What you think
Sometimes
it
it do. When you less experienced, it does. When you're if you haven't really had a lot of experience at the age of 18 and 19 and you're 20, 21, 22, a man that's older than you, that's in his
But
40s,
some older
can come
women
and,
don't have
and
that
make you
experience.
feel like that you
it
turned
depends
out.
on your lifestyle.
It depends on your
Well,
lifestyle.
that is true.
But
That is
men
true. I
like
seen
to
some
men like to
plumes.
show
Well-
that they are macho and that they are well experienced all the time, and they are full of shit.
Oh, shit.
I know. I had too much,
Since when?
too much of this red cup.
What happened? What is going on?
Sometimes you need somebody young to show you something
What
new.
happened?
So,
I don't
okay.
know where I went.
Wait a
Hey,
minute.
sister, she giving me claps, so I did my thing.
Don't just breeze over that now. So you said you like him young?
I didn't say that.
What
I'm
you
just
say?
saying.
You wouldn't mind.
Christina, did you just say you like them,
I
girl?
did not say that. But I'm saying.
You can show a young boy can show you something too.
Well, yes, new stuff out here.
Okay.
Because he got energy.
She has a lot of energy.
He got a
girl.
lot of
do.
energy.
And he do a lot of
And
good.
he want to pay. He want to.
Impress
A
you.
young dude want to prove himself. Like, I'm a man. Look what I did. Look what I can do. You like, do it again, boy.
Now that was good. Now get it together. You smack him a few times, but
Now wash my dishes, please. My ankle swollen.
My ankle's swollen. The whole auntie, huh?
My ankle swollen, baby, and some chicken in there.
auntie.
When you go in there, I'll feed you afterwards.
right.
He said, "Thank you, ma'am."
Right. Don't mail me. I just this is retarded. What are we talking about?
This happens all the time.
Well, I mean, I guess it's that. What is that limit that is too young or too old? Is it just that 18 mark, or is there other parameters once you pass that?
I
That's a
wouldn't
good
date
point.
no 18-year-old. I mean,
But
I'm
that's
in my
Would you date a
40s.
20-year-old?
Right.
Yes, I would. I wouldn't date an 18-year-old, but I would take a 20-year-old.
you know what?
Is that just because it's legal?
It's
If
because
if you couldn't go to jail, would you date 18?
No, I would not,
17?
because-
Well, you go to
What's
Canada
2
or
years?
first?
because my daughter's in that age group, so I would not date somebody that's like 18. But I would date a 20 and a 21-year-old.
That's still her age group.
I know, but to me,
I feel like 18-year-old conversations are like
stupid.
shut up. But
So-
when you get 20, it's like
But what if
it's a little different.
you kind of figure yourself
25. I can't do 21. I mean, even 21, you just still retarded.
You are, but you got to think about it. The average brain for any adult does not fully develop until the age of 25.
That's why I said you got to be 25.
So
at least.
anyway it
At
goes, even if they're 21, 22, you're still dealing with somebody with the
Brain
mentality or something completely
brain does
different
not
from where you're
develop.
at.
So again, like you guys got to realize that back in the day, people were getting married at 12, 13,
8 to
14.
10.
Yes, they
Your
was.
body tells you you're a grown man at
Yes.
13. You're a
Yeah.
woman. You're a grown woman at that age. So like all these rules about 25 and all that, like to get a car, to rent a car and all that stuff, like that's, I don't know how much levity I want to put on that.
Okay.
Because everybody's 25 ain't the same.
That's true. But the thing is, it depends on how mature a person is. Because sometimes when you look at a 21-year-old, they're more into boasting about what they have. By the time you're 25, you kind of have more of an idea of where you want to go in life. You're a little bit more settled. And some of them,
ideally
they are.
it's some 40-year-olds that don't know what
Oh,
they
girls,
wanna do.
50-year-olds don't know what they want to do. They all out there. They all out
It's a
there.
sprinkle in each
It takes
age
time
group,
for
I think.
people to mature. But the thing is, at 25, they feeling like, okay, you should have more of your stuff together than opposed to someone that's 20 and 21. Because 20 and 21 and 22, you really just kind of get out of college. You still haven't had the life experience, but besides your college life. And so what you're doing is you're still kind of living that out. So by the time you're 25, you're more on a different type of track.
This
I think
this
they
is for
look at
somebody
that.
who actually went to college and
Yeah. What if they
What
went
if
to
they-
the service
well, yeah, well,
and they
or-
traveled all over
Or what
the
about
world?
the 21-year-old who did start their own business? You know, now they got their they just
Yeah.
open up. There's young hairstylists that got their own salons.
All kind of
yeah.
entrepreneurs.
Oh,
With the internet
entrepreneurs,
now, they're
yeah.
I
like
know some.
Yeah,
they're
these
they're
YouTube
getting their
experts.
degrees in high school.
Yes, they are. They
Like
are.
graduating with bachelors.
But still, regardless or not,
It depends
just
where you're
because
comfortable.
you're there and see, you gotta understand.
I
I mean, this
couldn't
is
do
something
it.
that's been said for years. There's people who's book smart and there's people who's street smart.
Mm-hmm.
So you got two different sets of people. So
So
therefore, you could be book smart and you could go out there and start something, but that doesn't mean that you know how to go out there
Right.
and take care of other business. So when you go out there and you in a car and you think that, okay, I'm on top because I'm making all this money, you go out there and you crash your car.
You still get used by your 40-year-old boyfriend.
Exactly. But with me, I'm gonna be more careful with my new vehicle because I'm not trying to get
There's
no
some people
points.
on the
I ain't
street
trying to
that
get
been
that
on
ticket.
their own since they was 14.
Yeah.
They have, but
And by the
But
time
the
they
mentality is-
25, they know way more than you about
Street
surviving
smart.
do.
Said street
But
smart, so they-
about
they got it.
surviving.
That's street smarts.
and business
That
and
Sometimes.
marketing
a lot of
and
times
economics.
they do because they have
more
been
than somebody that
working.
been to school because they have hands-on training.
They have hands-on training,
yeah.
but there's something that's going to be missing. So you
Yeah.
always got something that's going to be missing. The thing is, how do we begin to bridge those gaps?
Yeah.
Because you got all this talent, all these people out here with all this knowledge, and we do nothing with it. How do we begin to bridge the gap of saying, okay, this is what we know. How do we come together as a collective group of people? We have lost that. You know, Black Bottom used to be explosive. It was the thing to do back in the day. And now we're just so busy fighting each other, we don't uplift each other to bring somebody else up. We're so busy in competition that we don't see how we can help the next person or the next generation.
Yeah.
I think
So-
this generation is doing a much better job than we did with that.
You think?
I think so. There's a lot more young entrepreneurs, especially here in the city.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot more. I mean, yeah, that's
Speak about it, girl.
they are. They are really. If you pay attention to the news, the Michigan Chronicle, everything. It's a lot of
I mean,
people getting
accounting,
grants. It's a
under
lot of them in
30.
business. The Cranes 40 under 40.
Yes.
The Chronicle 30 under 30. Like they have a 20 under 20. It's a list of entrepreneurs, and they all have a network of people that they work with. So I think that we are doing a much better job at that, even with the who's the guy who's doing the real estate thing where he's I wanted to call it the Tuskegee, but I'm not sure. But he has the real estate. He's on Instagram. He's been here where he's having the people pull money together to get real estate to bring back that area that was bombed. The banking.
I have no idea.
Oh my goodness.
What we gonna do?
Okay.
Find out who that is, and he's gonna be on the show to talk about himself.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But I feel you. I think that because the big push and the movement of social media,
So is
And
age
then-
just a number, though?
age is not just a number. I think that there's a lot to do with age. And of course, it's a number, but it also speaks to the mentality and the mindset of a person. Because some people can be old, but the thing is, what we don't look at, I guess this is coming from my in my therapist brain, is that some people, just because we age doesn't mean we grow up. Sometimes we're still stuck in the age that we begin to do other things and have different
That's
experiences.
why my uncle still dances.
Right. So some
Yeah,
people,
especially if you do
just
drugs.
because you get older doesn't mean that you move towards. The thing is this:
stuck
what
in
happens,
age.
especially within the therapy world, people sometimes get stuck in areas of life because they did not meet those type of stair steps that they're supposed to gain. As we go through life, there's different things we need to experience in life, and sometimes we get stuck at one level, and so we don't move.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
So
Either
what do you-
that or something traumatic happened and kept you in that spot. And so where you're supposed to learn and grow from, you don't. You stay there. Even though your age continue to grow up, but your mindset is still stuck as that 15-year-old guy
So maybe
who went to
Diddy
jail
stuck at
for rape.
22.
You know, so I mean, it happens. People don't always grow up just because you're at a certain age. That don't mean the mind grows up. That means the person just continue to age because the years go by. But mentality-wise, you're still at that same age that you were when you were 15. Nothing about you changed.
I don't know.
Christina, what do you think? Do you think age is just a number?
Well, it's in the case of Diddy,
Yeah.
I don't. It's hard to speak on another situation when you're on the outside looking in.
Right.
But
This is podcast. That's all we do, baby.
from the outside looking in, he has. I will say this. My problem with him is that across the board. Like,
Right.
I feel like he has a hard time committing, period.
Right.
That's why none of his acts, they don't continue to succeed. Like, I
Right.
believe it's a deeper issue, more so than him just liking younger women or not being married. I think that it's a deeper commitment issue.
Okay.
Like, you know, he had post the other day about making the band.
He sure did.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
what about the other bands? Like, I
Yeah.
got so attached to them and then nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing
So,
came from
like,
that.
you just left us all hanging here,
Right.
sir.
They
You
came out with
know?
a couple of things, and then you didn't hear no more from them. You know, it was the
Yeah,
guy group
it's
and
like-
the female group.
yeah.
Lady Kane was doing their thing. and
Like,
then
we love
But
them.
that happens to a lot of his artists. Though.
Like, everybody.
Exactly.
Like, where's
Except
Total?
for,
Like,
except for
where's...
Janelle Monáe. Like, I didn't even know she
Yeah.
was. Yes, I didn't even
Well,
know she
she's
was.
still new, though. How many
She
albums
signed
she
with.
got?
She signed
but
with
she
him?
kind of started out on her own. Actually, she pushed through herself,
Right.
and he
right.
picked
Do
her
you
up.
hear me? Because you didn't know that. He wasn't take that Diddy all in her video.
No,
okay?
he wasn't. I didn't know that.
You said take that.
He sure was.
I didn't know that. All right, y'all. So y'all can pack it how you want it.
We are. That's our word. Pack it how you want it. So don't take that. We are going to hashtag that. Pack it as you want it.
Y'all can
And
pack
we're
this
going to
how y'all want
also make sure that we get the rights to that.
We are.
it. Yeah.
We already
So-
working on the paperwork.
So
It's on
everyone, I guess for the age group, I guess, and again, it's all individually. If you feel you can connect with somebody, if not, I mean, it's all individual to me. But specifically for Diddy case, like Christina says, it's I think something deeper too. Something going on with that just don't seem right. He needs some therapy. Maybe he need to call you for some therapy or something.
Girl, he ain't gonna call me. They want to
Yeah.
call Iyanna. And I
Yeah.
love Iyanna. But hey, you can call me too.
You're right. And also, check out my new BFF, Christine, the hair, the clean.
I'm done. I'm leaving
Hey,
this
girl,
podcast.
hey.
You gave yourself a new BFF. I'm out of here.
Hey, girl, hey, my girl.
hey.
Hey, hot girl summer, yeah, baby.
You can check her out at the Glam Tech Queen.
What? She just calling you queen. Just
I,
take it.
hey,
girl.
I'll
Just
take it.
it.
I will
That's
take it.
right.
I will take
I
it.
saw
I will
Queen
take
on
it.
the
Let me say this
Instagram.
before we end. I know we got to go. Elle, I see you. But, I mean, I have been in the shop with Christina and have seen her do some amazing work where I'm getting my own hair done. I'm looking over there at what she's doing. Like, God damn, that is hot. That's hot right there. But one thing I would say, Christina's father, and I just want to throw this out there because I thought this was a great moment for myself as well as my daughter. He came in one day and he said, hey, what do y'all want to eat? And I'm like, well, I don't have any more money on me. All I got is my card, so I don't. And he said, wait a minute, hold on, sweetheart. He said, I'm a man. If a man asks you, what do you want to eat, that don't mean pull out your money. He said, let a man be a man and let him pay for it. He said, I didn't ask you for your money. And right then, it taught my daughter to understand that a man needs to be a man and you need to let him feel like a man. And she has never forgotten that. And so I just thank him for that. So I just wanted to let you know that that's something that has stuck.
Creating history and memory.
Okay.
Yes, I remember that, and she remembered that, and
Okay.
she always say, "I gotta let a man be a man."
Oh, that's nice.
So
That's nice.
you know,
That's right.
thank you for that. Shout out to you.
All right, cool. All right, y'all. So y'all can connect with us on Facebook. There we go.
Facebook?
There we go.
That red cup is getting to her.
Connect with us on Facebook and Instagram at Talk Juicy Detroit. Twitter. Hey, I don't know. You may catch us on Twitter or not on Talk Juicy 313. But also, start up our next show. We're going to have our Talk Juicy letter. So if you want us to comment on any issue you have, you can follow us. Send us a DM or actually send us an email at talkjuicydetroit@gmail.com. All right, again, Christina, I'd like to thank you for being on the
you
show. And guys,
having me.
until next time, everyone, always keep it juicy.
Keep
Right.
it juicy.
And I forgot to give you a shot glass. And since we BFS, girls, I'll bring it to you next time. We got to talk juicy shot glass.
All right.
Ciao.